Groom Dinkneh, will you please come forward? Talk about young. Groom Dinkneh, it is with great pleasure and pride that we recognize your outstanding leadership as a Tufts alumnus and your many contributions to the alumni community. After receiving your BA in Arts and Sciences in 2013, you immediately began giving back to your alma mater by getting involved with the Tufts Black Alumni Association, where you are currently the youngest member of the board of directors. As a sought-after voice on campus issues related to racial climate and student satisfaction, you were a clear choice for the position of Director of Youth Alumni Outreach, where you helped put on events like Black Homecoming while also directing the launch and programming efforts behind the flagship Tufts Black Alumni Association mentorship program. Your commitment to using student leadership experience that you gained through the involvement with programs such as Black Men's Group and AmeriCorps Jumpstart was true to the jumbo spirit of giving back. Your advisors say that your tireless work on the Tufts Black Alumni Association mentorship program has created a vital tool for helping students of color successfully navigate Tufts and build lasting relationships with distinguished alumni who can share invaluable insights from both their academic and career experiences. We are not the first to congratulate you on your impressive work. You are also the recipient of the Up and Coming Leader Award from the Africana Center. Congratulations for that. Now, the Tufts University Alumni Association is very proud to bestow its 2016 Young Alumni Service Award on you in recognition of your exemplary leadership and contributions toward inclusivity and support within the Tufts community. Congratulations.
So I have some really brief remarks. Good evening. I must begin by extending a real sincere thanks to a lot of my key supporters. Without the endearing love of my parents who are here today, there would really be no support system for me to sort of fall on. Without some of my closest friends and allies, some here with me today, I'd have no way to express to the audience the level of accountability they've instilled in me in making sure that my work, personal or pleasure, is accurate. And obviously to President Monaco, to the Tufts administrators and staff of my alma mater, I thank you for giving me this opportunity, because this is a silent obsession of mine to ensure that all students exhaust every resource available to them before embarking on their careers. My story is really not unique. I was a student like many who had come before me and will come after, but I would not be here today if it were not for many alums like myself who came together to really start this mentorship program that I really have fallen on and kind of leaned on recently. And I really find it best to tell this story through a really short timeline of events. Beginning in October of 2013, I and 4 other alums connected over email to discuss a desire to create programming for undergraduate students, but particularly for undergraduate students of color. We didn't know what the structure would look like or whether students would be interested in this sort of mentorship. So we decided, well, let's just put together a survey. One that inquired whether minority undergraduate and graduate level students would be interested in this sort of mentorship, and we were actually quite shocked by the results. Well over 85 students responded, highlighting desires to broaden their career knowledge, ensure job market readiness, and most importantly, build Tufts-related networks that last. While pleasantly surprised at how effective we were in getting students to respond to an email, and you all know how difficult that can be, I think we unearthed a particularly compelling issue that perhaps we weren't providing our students enough of a platform to make lasting connections with their alumni. Or even better, Could we find new and creative ways to educate our students of the trailblazers who had come before us and inspire them to become their own trailblazers? Could we brand the success of our own alumni, replicating their swagger, their excellence in academics, powerful relationships? Would alumni be interested in participating? We had to go and find out. We knew, given the response, that we had an opportunity to perhaps change the fundamental experience for students of color on campus and actually bridge a gap that existed between alumni and undergraduates if executed correctly. So in early 2014, many of the alums who organized the survey now began recruiting and planning, from individually reaching out to Tufts alumni in our networks, leaving voicemails, sending emails. It truly had the feeling of a cross-generational grassroots organizational effort. We generated an application for interested students, which included a short writing prompt, and before we knew it, we had a cohort of about 20 students who were successfully paired with one-on-one with an alum in their professional field of interest. Fall of 14, I was now officially the director of the inaugural class, the pilot class for these mentees, and each student was expected to engage monthly, whether it be via phone or Skype, with their respective alum. The focus was really professional skills, the intangible assets that make candidates that really stick out, that make those pursuing PhDs and master programs really stick out in today's competitive market. Each month, a student would receive a theme that would help them steer their discussion with their mentor, and these themes range from managing your digital brand, networking with confidence, do's and don'ts before you go to an interview. I call them simple life hacks. And now here we are. In April of 16, we are now set to complete our second class of mentees. Tomorrow actually is our wrap-up lunch for this year's class. And we're really, really inspired by the number of mentors, alumni who are reaching out to become mentors. And what we've found, even just in talking with students, is that there's a psychological effect that's taking place. We notice a lot of these students are really coming to us and seeing this as a sort of objective, something that they can aspire to do as they get ready for graduation. And that's ultimately what we wanted to do, is incite people to start thinking ahead, start thinking about, well, what is my postgraduate career going to look like, which is very exciting. And so again, I really want to thank the Tufts community, because for their continued support of our efforts. It really stems from a lot of the support that I get from those in the alumni office. Gina Reganini has really been instrumental in sort of helping support our programming efforts, to all the other alums who've reached out to me personally saying, we're here to help. Just call us when we're needed. And again, what kind of director would I be without saying that, look, you can be a mentor too. So I look forward to hopefully hearing from many of you after this and talking of different ways that we can start including more and more alumni. And thank you again.